guys, it's Jenny, and today I'm really up close because I've neglected you and I feel like, we need to get more intimate. We need to build our relationship. So, the whole entire booktube is currently going crazy about the booktubeathon, which I keep on calling the bookathon. I don't know why, but, my brain's weird that way. And I'm bushed with work, so I had no chance in reading as much as I would have to for the booktubeathon. So I'm really sad, like sad panda, but oh well, gotta get my degree. Can't be a hobo on the streets. So yeah. As you can tell by the title, I'm gonna be telling you my reading story today, and I was tagged to do this video by Kim from Kimberly's Book Nook, and if you don't know her, she's a booktuber obviously, and she does really awesome videos, so I'll leave her links down below. Go check her out. And yeah, let's get started. I've actually been dying to do this video since the beginning of my YouTubes, which actually sounds like I've been around for a long time, but no, really, no. And start the nostalgic flashback. So I've never actually disliked books in my life. There wasn't one book which may turn me into an avid reader. It was more like a slow progression. Even though I never had a lot of friends around me who really loved to read, I always had a few, like one or two, who were also readers, like big readers. And I remember vividly in elementary school, I had this really close friend, and she would always go to the school library and always get, these children's books. And I'd always admire not the books that she read, but the process of her reading. When I was little, I really liked to watch other people eat ice cream. Not because I wanted their ice cream, but because I enjoyed watching the process of the ice cream being eaten, like lick, crunch. Yeah, I was a weird kid. Not saying that I'm not weird now, but when life gives you lemons, you gotta make weird Jennies out of them. So I always tried to get into reading. I tried to borrow books. I'd read a couple of them. I'd borrow like 5 books out of the library and read like one and return all 5 of them. So it would be like a back and forth. And I was exposed to friends who were readers, so I basically kind of got into reading, and I got into Harry Potter because a friend of mine really liked it, and it wasn't like, oh my god, Harry Potter, magic of reading has been unlocked. No, it actually developed very gradually. If I'd have to pick a singularly moment or like more singularly time span, I'd have to say it was when I was around 12. I was living in California at that time with some friends, and I went to middle school there, and we used to carpool to school. So we were a bunch of kids, we went to different schools, and we'd all drive in the same car and be dropped off at different times. So we were 3 girls who went to the same middle school, and one of the girls, she actually attended orchestra. So me and the other girl, we always had to be dropped off an hour early because orchestra was always before school. Now, I don't care how hot or warm or luke-tempered California is. California or NorCal in January and February is still wet and cold, and somehow the school was really sadistic and didn't allow us to go into the halls, so we always had to stay outside on campus. And weirdly enough, the only place which was actually open and which was warm was the library, and there were not a lot of people in the library. I don't know why. I don't know where all the kids went, but so me and my friend, we would always go to the library, and she was a really big reader, and she kind of introduced me to the middle school YA literature. So she would be like, oh, you have to read this book, and this is really good. And the friends that I lived with, they were also really big readers, and we'd go to Barnes and Nobles on the weekends, and we'd browse through the sections. We wouldn't even necessarily buy anything, but we'd just, stay there for an hour, and as kids would just go to the kids section and read through all these books. And sometimes we'd go home with books, and sometimes we just, I don't know, go to In-N-Out Burgers and get fast food, or I don't know. But I guess this is what sparked my love for reading, and I've always had some great friends on the way who'd push me into the right direction by just always introducing me to new and really good literature. And yeah, now I have BookTube and I have Goodreads, and I'm loving it. So this was my reading story. I hope you enjoyed it. Normally at this point I'd tag someone but since you're watching this video, I can only assume that you also really love books, and this is why I'm tagging you. Yes, you. You don't have to do a video if you don't feel like it, but please leave me a comment. I really want to know why you started getting into books, why you enjoy reading, and if you don't enjoy reading, why not? Like, you know, just tell me, because I'm really curious and nosy and get all into people's private lives. No, I don't, but you know, curious and nosy. As always, you can stalk me on Goodreads. So thanks for watching again. Thanks again, Kim, for tagging me, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.